Welcome back to Lightfair 2023. We are honored and privileged to be with Brian Brandis from Satco, Greg. Eric, go to satco.com. That's Satco. Light thing, right thing, Greg.
You can definitely do that, or you can come to Lightfair and see their booth actually right next to us. It's huge. It's got everything you need, and you should be here. But if you're not, go to the website.
Go to the website, satco.com. Brian, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, always my pleasure to be with you guys.
So a little bit of background on Satco. We know it, but give it to the audience. What's the history? Let's sum it up as best you can.
Well, that's a loaded question when you ask me, because I usually go on for about a half hour because it's a great story.
Yeah.
But to summarize it, it's really, I think it's an American dream story. The people that founded the company really started with absolutely nothing, worked so hard, put everything back into it. They started really in the grocery business, eventually got into the distribution, the rack jobbing of light bulbs into supermarkets and hardware stores, and ultimately distributing other brands, and which led into creation of Satco as a brand in the early 1970s. And since then, our motto has been never look back. We keep growing, we keep reinvesting in the company, expanding warehousing, products, resources within the company. And I've been with the company for 33 years, and when I look back, it's just it's mind-blowing to see what we've done. And our mission now is to try and get that message out to to all our customers in the industry.
And I think one thing you could look at is a Starfish documentary that talks about the founder of Satco.
Yeah.
And what other lighting company has a documentary about their history?
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. And we created the Starfish Smart Line really in honor of Herb Gilden and his story. And the documentary was made first, and when we sat around trying to come up with branding ideas for this product line, and I started researching the Satco, the Starfish, the myth of the creature, the starfish,
Sure.
and how it connected back to his story. It was really obvious to us, and so it lives on. So it's nice.
It's great.
Sometimes the soul is there. Like it's with a company like Satco, you do have that when you get to know Alan, Karen. Like obviously, Alan, Karen's not a part of the family. Brian Brandis isn't part of the family, but it seems like Satco is its own family.
We refer to it as the Satco family. There's a family that started the company, and there's the family that is the company.
Yes.
And we work closely, we work hard, but it's the culture of the company, and that's still a privately owned, family founded business, family operated business, and there's a culture. And
You can really feel it.
Yeah.
You can really
Absolutely.
feel it when you meet
Absolutely.
with the people.
You can see it.
You can see it. You can feel it.
We're looking at our booth.
Yeah, the Satco booth is right here next to us. And so, what is the future hold for Satco in terms of its positioning in the industry? Now, I see you guys as a company that can really move into a leadership position in this industry right now. I think the industry needs a Satco, somebody that has a knowledge of the legacy of what happened before, someone that's innovated into the LED space, someone that has warehouses all across the country that's in a position. I think Satco can become, if not the leader, a serious leader in the lighting industry. Is there plans for that?
Well, we're living day to day. We're growing the business. We're doing what's right for our employees, our customers, the industry. We're not trying to, we're not. Our end goal is not world domination. We're trying to do, everything that we can and deliver a good product and good service. If that happens to elevate our position in the market, that's great. But we think that if we do all these things correctly, then the rewards will come. And whatever that position is, it is. But that we operate each moment, each day. We certainly plan as far as technology and where we're going next and how we can service our customers better, whether it be with electronic solutions or warehousing or product. That's all part of it. But like I said, when I look back at 33 years, you see all those things we did at those incremental moments that we made the decision kind of leading up to where we are today, and we keep operating in the same manner.
And what you're saying there is really your tagline too: doing the right thing, doing the right thing.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's what it's been all about. How many items does Satco have?
Active about 15,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We introduce approximately 1,000 new SKUs per year.
Oh,
So
And
our product development teams, our data and marketing teams have grown dramatically to be able to keep this information coming, keep getting products timely to market, so we're at the right place at the right time with the right product and servicing people. Uh, so that's all. What we think fuels us is that innovation, making so many a wide variety of products available to a customer base where we can service you, from all of our distribution points and build that relationship.
how many distribution centers do you guys have?
Well, Sacco has 6 of their own facilities: New York, Miami, Dallas, San Francisco, Seattle, and just outside San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then what we layer on top of that are our specific relationships that we have with stocking reps that have
Mm,
warehouses, and we put our inventory into their
mm,
facilities. So we're servicing essentially 20 local markets.
And
mm.
So
when you talk about these facilities, these are monster facilities. Some of them, at least.
Yes.
Like you have a ton of product, ton of warehouse space.
yeah, I mean, our largest facility is in Dallas, which is a
It's bigger than New
350,000,
York
bigger than New York. Yeah.
because New York is pretty
New
monster,
York was
actually.
a monster.
Yeah. So we
So,
actually that warehouse we purchased in 2005. It used to be the Container Store's headquarters,
mm,
and we purchased that building from them in 2005 when we launched the Nouveau line, which originally started and still is a decorative lighting line, but we've expanded that out into all the commercial products. So that warehouse was added to be a centrally located distribution facility.
Nice. Now, what are you guys showing at Lightfair that you're excited about? I know you've got a lot of stuff in their booth over here.
I mean, we've there's been a lot of transition in product due to certain DLC requirements. So there's been new generations, and when we meet those requirements, we came out with a lot of field selectable products. So there's been improvements in efficacy, improvements in features in the product. We've added recently, area lights to our portfolio. About a year ago, we just expanded that product line to encompass all the different types that are available there. Post tops. We're also featuring a lot of integrated solutions
mm,
with EM solutions built in, microwave sensors, bi-level dimming. We have as we talked about, our Starfish product. We've expanded that into a lot of different categories. Beyond the obvious of lamps and downlights, we've gone into under cabinet lighting and different string light. We just launched 17 new tape light kits that we
mm.
run from a 16-foot up to a 64-foot kit, indoor, outdoor, portable, and direct wire. So a big variety of products we're showing.
Oh, that's great. And you have
Hey,
got
how's it
somebody
going?
checking out the podcast.
Yeah, check it out. We're live right now, man.
We're live, buddy.
We're live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live on the internet right now. Thanks for jumping in here. Yeah, that's you. You can say hi to the internet. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's there. Um, yeah, all Satco.
Talk about
Satco.
Sacco.
That's Sacco right
Go
there.
check out
brother
their booth if you
Jerry.
haven't.
SATCO.com. That's awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you have all your product here, or
Yeah.
it's not all of it, nowhere near all of it, but you have some of
a
your
fraction.
product.
yeah.
Yes, and so the Satco Nouveau line. You guys, are you still in the legacy business?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I think we're one of the last companies that are still offering anything that we can that's still not federally mandated or state mandated out. But we have we're going to be in it until there's no demand for it anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that is a high value that we offer, because not
I
every
agree with that. You know
that-
that? I totally agree. This is what we tell the electrical distributors when we do the business blast, which is sponsored by Satco, is we say, if you want to keep your line card small with lighting, like if you don't want to have, Satco is the number one company to have,
For sure.
because they have all the LED stuff. They got a decorative line. They got fixtures. They got track lighting. They have legacy. And they have ballasts. And they have
Components.
sensors. And they have controls. Like, if you want to limit the amount of companies that you have that you're doing business with and you're an electrical distributor, Satco is probably the only one you need, Greg.
I would agree with that. That's why we say it.
That's what we say, because it's
That's
true.
right. It's
I think
totally
I
true.
agree.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, like, if you're an electrical distributor, you don't want to have that many. Like, lighting distributors have tons of suppliers, but electrical distributors, maybe they don't want so many different lighting companies. So Satco's got the warehousing, they got everything. So I could go on and on. Brian, the future. Where are we going with this thing, this whole lighting industry? What do you see in 10 years?
Well, I don't think we see a new technology. as far as a light source yet.
Okay.
It's all going to be about connected products. It's going to be about control and how to do that, seamlessly through a property, interconnectability, interoperability, obviously, whether that is, at a residential level or a light
Sure.
commercial, up to, the, Bluetooth mesh, which certainly has now become the central technology in
Sure.
that, and how to make all that work together through all the systems. And we're engaged in doing that. So I think that's our focus in the next couple of years.
Connecting all this stuff.
Connecting all this stuff and building that into product that's off the shelf ready, not overcomplicating it. And
The fussiness right now is the problem.
Yeah.
It's very fussy, this stuff sometimes,
Well, if you're doing a project, yes, I'd like to think that we can supply everything to a project. That's not necessarily 100% true. There's
Sure.
always going to be some other people out there.
Yeah.
How do you make this all work? How do you make it easy for the distributor and the installer?
Yeah.
And that's
And the customer.
and the
Yep.
end user, so
Yeah.
their experience is not problematic for them, and they can deal with it. We're very cautious as we move
Do
into.
you see growing pains with that, or you think we're getting there? Like, do you see some more pain first, or what?
There are always going to be pain points.
Never
It's always there. You got to put some contingency plans in place
Sure.
in front of it, and that's when we look at anything and say, okay, what's going to go wrong here?
Well, how is the industry going to bite the bullet with the interoperability? I think that's the elephant in the room, is that we need people to say, okay, a common protocol, a common standard. If I have a ceiling mounted occupancy sensor burns out in a customer, I go and I buy a different one from a different manufacturer, and I install it, and the system is back and working again. We're nowhere near that with controls right now, with the integrated stuff.
I mean, it's happening in the residential sector.
Okay.
Matter, all those things are happening, and we're involved in that. And I think on the commercial side of it, Bluetooth mesh, as I said, has certainly taken the lead there. Now the industry has to come together.
Exactly.
People have to work, whether through organizations or forums they're putting together, and say this is good for the industry, it's good for the customer. And I think ultimately we'll get there, but we're still in the early days.
Very good. Any final thoughts you have for the listeners out there that aren't attending?
The only thing I can say is if you're not familiar with what SATCO has available, check us out, call us up, look at our website, check out our catalogs, support NAILD. We're a pretty comprehensive supplier. We're in support of the industry in any way we can, and we appreciate all your support.
So go to satco.com. I'm going to correct Brian on one thing he said. When you're thinking of SATCO, if you're thinking of anything lighting, they probably have it. I'm going to tell you right now. So you don't have to worry about what they have. They have everything. Right. Anything you want. So
I'm being humble.
Go to satco.com, and thank you for watching us here at Lightfair 2023 with Brian Brandis from SATCO Products.
Thank you, everyone.